So, this is what you see in front of you.
Oh, snap. We have a map now.
Oh, wow.
By the way, laser pointers. Laser pointers.
How cool. That's cool. I like it.
Oh, I don't see this.
Yeah, everyone but Trinity and Divenna.
You guys are the ones who don't need the laser pointers.
I want to go over there. I can't reach that. Sorry.
I literally can't.
That's funny.
I'm so glad that
I am very used to that glare. So this is what you see. You walk in over here. To the left of you, there's a whole bunch of glassware, condensers, beakers. Essentially, it's a fairly large alchemy lab just in this area right here. Right here are some mostly dried up and dead plants that seemed like they were being cultivated for the alchemy lab. Here you see a bunch of hanging plants. They have no foliage on them anymore. They're just sort of skeletons of plants hanging there. Seems like they were being left there to dry in preparation for use in the alchemy lab. Over here, you actually spot a couple people. You see that there are a few people who are lying in the beds. The beds, for the most part, have rotted and collapsed and crumpled. The people are actually sleeping on basically some hay and some sacks that have been thrown over.
Are we talking about like Skyrim crypt status?
If you choose to interpret it that way.
Okay.
There are some there's some debris in this corner over here. Most of the second floor has collapsed down into the first. And over here you see several shelves of books. They're not in the normal way that you'd see like in a library of like bookshelf like this wide and then books like that. They're more they're more displayed so that they're slanted in a case and then the books have their face showing outward. So it's not very efficient storage, but displays it well.
Kind of like magazine rack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what you notice right now. Anyone make a religion check. Anyone who sees this.
Okay.
Not us.
17.
What is my religion? 17 as well.
15.
10.
Okay.
Wow. All about that.
So, 17, so Velgrath, Kithri, Amadine, all of you recognize the fairly popular deity, fairly well-known deity. Based on, in the center, there is a crumbled and collapsed statue. It looks like it was made of some sort of stone. Based on the pieces that were there, you believe that this deity was Omater, also known as
Suffering. Right. Suffering.
I have it in my notes here somewhere. Basically, the god who perseveres. That's sort of the gist of what you remember.
Ironic.
Baldur's Gate 2.
All right. They lead you across the rest of the manor and back to over here. An area you didn't notice yet. Looks like it stairs down into a wine cellar.
Does anything look like it's been actively used besides obviously the beds that are being laid on? Or is everything like caked in dust?
It seems like they've sort of cleaned up the glassware, the alchemy equipment, and they're using some of that right now. And it seems like they're trying to breathe some life or replant some of the herbs.
Oh, okay.
The books, maybe they've been touched, you're not quite sure.
I'd be interested in looking at those books.
You want to make a perception check?
Sure. I'm kind of tied up, so I'm not really sure how this is going to go, but...
Nice 5.
All right. 20 then.
Sorry, what was that?
Is that 20?
Okay, 20. So you do spot a couple interesting reads. One looks to be like a book on basically alchemy and the growing of herbs and how to identify herbs with a focus on healing.
Okay.
You also spot out of the corner of your eye, hidden, tucked away in one of the shelves, something that you've been trained to see, that you're eager to see. It looks like a spell scroll case.
Yes, I want that.
Basically, we need to kill everyone.
You know where she's going.
No.
Loot.
Just the halfling.
Keep that in the back of my head.
As we're walking through, I want to say, I really like what you've done with the place. It looks like you've taken a lot of time to really maintain this place.
This was not what I expected.
You like it.
There's plants.
It's natural.
Dead plants.
It's
Dead plants.
death is a natural part of it. But they're growing some too.
Oh, I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'll shut up.
The halfling woman responds, "Yes, I'm quite happy to live in this ruined temple of foul god.
Well, then why do you?
Like I said, I'm quite happy."
Oh, okay.
Are we swimming?
You guys are swimming across.
Monty's just like,
Go ahead and make athletics checks.
Oh, good God.
Monty too.
You gonna drown? A 1?
Oh, first natural one of the night.
That's the first natural one I've ever rolled.
You guys are trying real hard to die.
2.
It appears we want to die.
2. Total.
you're gonna be okay because Monty rolled a 19.
Okay.
And even dogs aren't very helpful when they're swimming, though.
You can just like hang on to his.
Yeah, you would think so. I've tried that.
So
Monty's fine.
you actually like here's the thing, flummoxed. Because you were born and raised in a city, you've technically been in small bodies of water, as in like
Fountain.
bathhouses and shit like that, but not.
Dude, I haven't even been in that.
You haven't really been swimming in a body of water ever, and it's not quite what you expected it to be. You're having a hard time keeping your head above water right now.
There's a race joke in there somewhere.
You said it, not me.
I mean, I'm right there with you. You've at least been in a bathhouse.
Picture Monty just passing you up, even though you're like 20 yards ahead of him before.
Well, he did wait.
He did. That's true. That's right.
You only make it probably like 10 feet out though before you realize this might not work exactly as you thought it would.
Yeah, I don't think the swimming thing is gonna cut it. It looked a lot easier than it actually is. I never actually tried it, but
all this fabric's so in the way.
But
curse being poor and being raised on the streets.
Got the 2 urchins out there.
Only
You
rich
are-
kids got to play in lakes.
You are having your Divenna, you're having your head held above water, and Monty is helping you along. Like, if you want, you could probably make it all the way across with Monty's help.
With my shovel and crowbar and pythons. All
You
stuff
have
I
a
carry.
rope that you can pull with.
Yeah. So I'm
I am dying
Going to
over
try
here,
to get us-
literally dying.
I'm
over
going to
here.
try to get us back to land,
Okay.
and then try to help her as well, and get us both tied to Monty.
Okay.
Some sort of harness rigged up with. We have rope.
That's how the dog does it. Let's do that.
So get both of you tied to Monty?
Yes, after we're back on land.
All right.
At least some sort of something, like, if we both. I guess not.
Are we going
Yes.
back?
We want to be tied to Monty with a loose knot that we can get out. But I also basically want to make a little harness on him that has handles we can grab onto.
Okay.
I turned us around back to exactly where we were, about 10 feet behind us.
Okay, well, that's what I
Just
thought.
went
I
and
was like-
fished you out,
I was like, I don't think that this is gonna work out for me.
Yeah.
So while you guys are doing this, you guys notice your skin is starting to sort of itch and burn
Oh
a little.
no.
Oh, man. Cool. That's
Like
cool.
you don't take any damage or anything, but it's
That's cool.
yeah, it's unpleasant to be in that water.
Great.
It's nasty.
We're in the Hunger Games.
I'm also carrying 12 pounds of acid on me.
We should put it in our eyes.
I'm just gonna like kind of test doing a little bit of chill touch on my hand and putting it on the burning to see if it helps relieve it.
Make a straight charisma check.
Nice.
The doo-doo.
8.
The doo-doo.
You try it and you touch yourself and it burns. It freezes essentially the skin where you touch it.
Just don't. Okay. That was not a good idea.
Stop touching yourself.
I was gonna tell you that I didn't think that that was a great idea, but I wanted to see on you first.
Are you sure you want to have me help you get across the lake?
I mean, I feel like you're a lot more attached than I am. I could leave
All right, could you?
and be fine.
Could
with it.
you? How about this? I dare you not to leave.
Let's just go get these fools back.
Otherwise, you don't get any. Okay, let's do this. Let's try swimming again.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that with the ropes, you're gonna have advantage, but now that we've established little piece of your characters that you've never swam before, you would have disadvantage. So I'm going to say that it is just a straight roll again
Are we always gonna have disadvantage on swimming?
until you learn how.
It's an important skill.
Hey, it's not a 1.
It's a 7.
8.
You got negative
come
1
on.
on it?
Yes, she's
So
not.
do I!
She's not very athletic. Oh man.
So
This is.
I'm assuming Monty keeps the same
We're the
roll.
best rescue party ever.
The
We're gonna
worst,
die, guys.
the worst rescue mission ever.
you
At
guys
least you're coming.
You guys make it across. It takes you about, with the tying of the harnesses and all that, that takes probably a good 5 minutes to do. And then after that, it takes you way longer than it should to get across. You spend probably about 10 or 15 minutes in the water.
To go 100 feet.
Cool.
To go
That's like the length of a pool.
to go 100 feet, it took us 15 minutes.
As a result, you guys are extremely tired when you get across.
But we got there.
For now, you are both exhausted.
Oh, do we have one level of
One level of
exhaustion? Not
exhaustion.
again.
I will let you know when it is no longer.
What does that mean?
you have disadvantage on all of your ability checks.
Remember when I couldn't
On
talk to anyone?
everything?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember when
I was
she didn't
super
sleep
tired?
because of the whole
So we're gonna
Because of the whole
die.
possibly killing my hometown? Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing.
We're gonna die because we're already rolling bad as is.
I'm working on a theory that they're just some kinky, gardeners.
Okay.
I think
is it still
that
night?
they're going to try to torture us and then bring us back to life and
Okay.
torture us some more.
By now, it's like maybe 3 in the morning or so.
Still pretty dark. Well, the problem is we probably don't have much time left to frolic around before the sun comes up.
I'm so awake though.
But I would have liked more time to be able to scope out what we're getting into, but we can't obviously be out here during the day.
Yeah, so,
So we're gonna have to make this move right now.
yep,
Fom.
toward the building that they went into. Cool. Yeah. Let's go look. I'll go one way, you go the other around the building.
Okay. Use your spell to keep us in contact.
Yeah.
That's-
Except I think the building's too big. But yeah, Yep, that's gonna work.
It
Stealth?
doesn't work when it's big.
Well,
Like range.
I can only send it so far.
Oh, okay.
Through different kinds of material.
Also, just so far.
Yeah.
He said it was like a couple 100 feet across.
All right. Well,
About 120.
yeah, it's like 140. Yeah.
how far does it work?
Like a little over 100 feet.
So it'll work most of the way.
We're cutting it close here,
Yeah.
Fom.
That's why I was saying it might not work all the way around, but I'll just keep trying. It's good. I'm gonna turn left at the building. Start going around.
Okay.
All right.
So you turn left, all right?
And
guys
I'm
are
gonna
so
go
tight
the other
together.
way.
No, and I'm taking Monty with me.
Okay.
Okay. Are you being stealthy?
Yup.
Yeah.
Stealth checks at disadvantage.
10.
I rolled a 7 and a 17.
God!
What did you roll?
There's no way that this is happening
That
tonight.
white die is cursed, dude.
Yeah.
Thing is, you think you're being stealthy.
Yep. You don't know that you failed.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So 10, natural 1.
Oh, actually, I could technically. Okay, next time I'm giving myself advantage on something because I can.
All right, so you take the left way around.
So that's this way, right?
Yeah, so you start out going around, and you are able to make it most of the way to that side of the building, and the vegetation starts to get very thick. It's very difficult to get around the building, actually close to the building. You might have to sort of cut around to get around the vegetation and be on the outside of
I'm
the
looking for like
island, yeah.
windows and things to look into, so I can be a little farther away.
Okay. Yeah, so there are some windows on that side of the building. You end up having to go around and you sort of have to peek up on your tippy toes to look inside, but you
Can I
see,
stand on Monty?
you can certainly try.
I want to try to stand on Monty.
Does Monty let...
No, look at me.
Monty doesn't have anything
Stay.
against her, so he's a good dog. He doesn't like
don't-
it, though.
I mean, I don't weigh a whole lot more than the one who's been riding him.
I think he would just prefer to be the one standing on you looking in. He wants to know what's happening.
We'll try that next, buddy.
What happens to me?
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
I'm giving myself advantage. So that's if I can find. Good. 16.
Okay. And you stand on Monty and you manage to look in and you see...
Oh wait, that would have been a straight roll. Well, that's when I usually roll, so.
You see a couple people inside who are working at what seems like an alchemy lab. Most of your view is obscured by seemingly potted plants.
Do I recognize at all what they're working on since I've been studying my alchemy book?
Go ahead and make just an intelligence check.
Of course, I'm not going to recognize it. 5.
Nope.
What is my fate with this natural one?
I didn't see anyone in the beds beyond or anything, right? Because my view's so obstructed.
No, you weren't able to. So you start working your way around, and similar to her side, your side has a lot of vegetation in it as well. You go around this way, and you do notice that this building has a significant portion of it collapsed. Right as you notice this, go ahead. Right as you notice this, you step on some of the debris, and basically a sharp piece of the debris jams up into your foot, and you take 1 point of damage.
I'm gonna message and be like, they have some sort of alchemy lab here. If I can reach him, I don't know if I can. Depends on what
They
it
have
is.
something that just stabbed me in the foot.
So you message, and it does not get to him. At least you do not hear a response from him.
Okay.
Her, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
please don't
sorry,
so
that
much
was
in there.
me.
I don't see anything else, just the debris.
And if you keep on going, you might be able to find a way in because it is collapsed in, but you're not sure.
I'm gonna get down off of Monty and keep going around.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. So you continue around. You think that there is a path through the debris that you can make it through. You're not sure how quiet you could be. You're not sure how stable it is. You can get in. It might not be safe.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any, or actually investigation maybe, to see if there's anything around I see that looks like a better, sure bet in, even if it's maybe more challenging? Or is this my only way in?
Go ahead and make. You do also see another. You do see. Go ahead and make a perception check. Yeah.
With the disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage, yeah.
That's 11.
Okay. And you do see that there are some windows on the upper level, and you could potentially get in through those windows. It's almost entirely covered with moss, so it might actually make it easier to climb up to.
Best rescue party ever.
Would that would take athletics or acrobatics?
That would be athletics.
I got disadvantage and -1 on that, so
You could roll 2 20s.
I don't think your girl's gonna try that. I'm gonna go for the
Got a
debris.
400 chance of doing that.
Don't never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds. I'm gonna go for the debris.
Okay. And as you're looking in, you get around to the other side, and you actually can sort of see Trinity through the vegetation.
Trinity! In a message.
Yeah, you hear it.
Trinity, they have some sort of drugs and alchemy lab going on here.
I haven't seen anything except this collapsed.
Do you think they're gonna try to turn our friends into ingredients?
I don't know, but they're not my friends.
Okay. Do you think they're gonna try to turn my friends and your lover into ingredients?
I don't know. But I do know that I think I found a way in.
Okay.
But it's going to be a little difficult and a little dangerous.
Okay, how can I
Did you
help?
find another way in?
Did I find another way in? We might be able to climb in through the window I saw.
You saw that window, and
I saw a window too, but I don't know. It seems too difficult. I think this structure that's kind of collapsed in is our best bet.
But is the window wide enough for me to climb through?
with the plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can
It's-
climb through it.
If you can open it, yes. It's not open.
If we can open the window, we can climb through it. I was able to look through it. It's not too high.
What kind of window is it?
It's a fairly tall window that you can. It seems like you can probably open it up like that.
Why don't we go for the window?
Okay, we'll try for the window.
I mean, I saw people working, but we're quiet. We got this.
We're gonna die.
We don't know. We think we're being sneaky.
Should we be going in from different sides though?
I mean, if you know of another way in, what's
I
our
told
plan
you.
once we get in?
We don't have a plan.
So what should we do?
We're so dead.
We've. We don't even know what the inside of the structure looks like. So
We
first
have an
things
alchemy
first.
drug lab.
You know one small bit, which does nothing. We don't know where they are. We don't know where
Right, so we have to get inside.
the cult is.
So we have
We
to
don't
get
know who
inside.
else is in here. Yes.
Yeah.
So our plan, step one, get inside. We figure out step two after we get
Okay,
inside.
but maybe we should plan a little bit now, because
Maybe we should split up because I'm usually better at this by myself.
But there's people in there, and so we need to know what we're going to do about them or with them
We
if something
avoid
happens.
people.
We need a danger word, a no word, a stop
Safe word.
word, a freak out and help me word.
Banana.
Sure.
Okay.
That's a terrible word.
Oh, I was
I'm
saying
making a
sure,
better word?
not the word. Sure, I'm saying sure. Make a word.
Maybe we'll just scream Monty.
He will come.
Because I don't think he's going to be able to climb through a window.
I feel like we could do something a little better than that.
Well, okay. I'm open for suggestions.
Let's make the safety word.
Oh, safe word. That makes sense.
Just make a bird. Ah!
That's
There you go.
really dumb. These are druids. What if there's an actual
Oh, as
bird?
opposed to shouting at the top of your lungs.
No.
Somebody's name.
No, just a code word.
Why not a bird noise? At least maybe they'll
Fine.
think it's a bird.
You make a stupid bird noise and I'll shout for Monty. Best team ever.
I like that all this is going on in their heads.
And for the record, remember that I did not want to come on this quest. I'm ready to go. I'm going for the debris.
I'm just gonna go back to the window and try to open it as quietly as possible without anyone seeing me. If there's a window that I don't see people.
All right. Go ahead and make another stealth check to approach the window.
Should I make one too?
Are you going with her?
Permission to approach the bench. Would have been a natural 20.
Yes. I'm gonna go with
16.
her.
Then yes.
12.
See, that's what Divenna rolled in like her first, second, and
I
third.
love how
fourth
now I'm
levels.
rolling good stuff, but I've got disadvantage.
So I'd say right around now, you guys have managed to fully catch your breath and gotten some oxygen into your muscles, and
God.
you're no longer exhausted.
Okay. That feels good.
I'm never swimming again.
I think
That is a
I
highly
think,
overrated
I
experience.
think we need to learn. I think it's important.